advocate and political analyst. Tulio Bab D'Souza, architect and Congress leader. Deepak Bab Kalangutkar, North District President of the Goa Forward. I think Deepak Bab, welcome to our show. First time you've come here. And to join us a little later would be another advocate and political analyst. So anyway, starting off, Viraj Bab, give us a general overview, then we'll open starting of what exactly you want to start off the thing.
So 15-day monsoon session of the Goa Assembly has culminated yesterday after transacting a significant amount of business. As far as some statistics are concerned, House functioned for a total of 135 hours. 4226 questions were tabled. 896 starred questions, out of which 75 were discussed. 3330 unstarred questions were also there. 30 calling attentions were discussed. Now, many issues came up, they were discussed, demands made, bills passed, and cut motion moved. Among them, I think we should discuss a couple of issues in much detail. One of them being Regularization of Unauthorized Construction Bill 2025. This bill amends Section 3 of Goa Regularization of Unauthorized Construction Act 2016. So what this does is, it gives a fresh 2-year window for applications which were either previously rejected or fresh applications. There is a revision in built-up area. So now the built-up area goes to 500 square meters in village panchayats and 600 square meters in municipal council and corporation. In addition, this amendment also covers unauthorized constructions on land belonging to the government and Comunidade, and not only the land that belongs to you or your family. And the constructions here are pertaining to those constructed before 28th Feb 2014. So this is the cutoff date. In addition to this, the second issue is change of name. So of late we are seeing a lot of newspaper advertisements wherein a change of name has been applied. Now usually change of name used to involve some spelling mistake or some, if someone had two names, aliases and things like that. But here what we have noticed is, not only is the name changed, even the surname is changed. And it is irrespective of religion. So we've seen like a lot of Hindu names being replaced by Catholic names and so on. So this is another contentious issue that needs to be discussed in detail.
Yeah, Viraj Bab, thank you. Dutur, now we were talking about this regularization and this just before the discussion, architect Tulio was also talking about 39A, 39B and section 2. But before that, Dutur, exactly what is this? How is this? How can you explain this to Goans and what is good, bad, ugly? Kide?
So, see, it is like this, that there are various laws. A house may be illegal because it is built in Comunidade land. It may be illegal because it is built in government land. It may be illegal because it does not have a license. It may be illegal because it does not have a conversion sanad. It may be illegal because it comes in areas which is where you could not build. Now, all this is now will be overlooked under this law, that is the new 2025 amendment to the 2016 law. And under the Comunidade law, they say that even if the sanad is not given, it would stand regularized. Now, these two laws are yet to pass the test of constitutional validity. Now, let us look at what happened 3 days back. 3 days back, the Himachal Pradesh High Court has set aside a law passed in 2022 amending the Himachal Land Revenue Act 163A, where the encroachers in government land were regularized by collecting rupees 50 per biga.
Bigas, how many square meters?
I do not know.
I think 1 biga, not too sure, should be around the concept of an acre, I think.
Okay. Now, they have set aside this law saying that this legislation is for a class of dishonest persons. These are the words of the High Court. They say you are creating a class between persons who are honest and persons who are dishonest. And on that ground, they have set aside this law. Now, we will find such laws have been set aside by various high courts. Even the Supreme Court has upheld the validity. Now, one area that I would like to make a mention is, see, if a particular property, if a particular houses come under the Slum Act, then they stand protected under that law. If it is a slum, they are separate law altogether. But these houses which are in Comunidade land, which are not a slum, laws and houses which are illegal because they are encroachers, houses which do not have a license, or for which license cannot be given for various reasons. Now, how that would pan out is we are yet to see.
Yeah.
But basically, we will have to see that the government is now putting a premium on illegality.
Premium rewarding.
Yeah,
anyway,
okay.
but some of it, like I don't know, we'll have to. Tulebab, you are an architect, and you've been into this Comunidade issues for a long time, since I think probably since I know you. So, what is your take on this particular?
See,
whatever has been happening.
First of all, I'll tell you, Article 372B has been now added to the Code of Comunidades. If you look at how the Code of Comunidades function, Code of Comunidades is, with due regard to Dr., is a beneficial legislation for the administration of the Comunidades. It's a beneficial legislation. It's not a legislation to destroy the Comunidades. How to safeguard the Comunidades, the interests of the assets of the Comunidades and the joueurs or the shareholders, as the case may be. However, in recent times, government has taken upon itself to carry out certain amendments which are clearly not in consonance with the preamble or the objectives why the Comunidade Code has been brought about. I won't like to sermonize on this. There is enough of matter on this written. But coming to the specific of 372B.
Regularization or whatever.
Now 372B, you have to go to 372A. Just give me some time.
Yes.
372A was brought about somewhere in 2002 by the government of that time, giving a window period of 1 month, I think, to regularize houses up to 15th of June 2000.
From? Like from which first date, cut-off date?
From
61.
wherever, no?
Okay.
What is important is the cut-off.
End
no?
of cut-off date, okay.
Not the beginning. So 15th of June 2000 was the date that was the government had in its own wisdom given. Till date, there is no data available of how many people had applied for this, how many people have got relief with it, and why, if at all, relief was not granted to the remaining applicants. Now, 372A has become obsolete because the window period is over. That clause remains in the book, but it cannot be invoked. You come to 372B that has been brought about. First of all, government in its wisdom, for whatever reasons, 15th June 2000 has become now 28th
14.
April 2014. I am giving you specifics.
Yeah.
15 years almost have been added. So, what I am saying is, on one side, government comes with a type of an amnesty to everybody every 15 years to give them everything. So, what is the duty of the government to the law-abiding, honest citizen who runs from pillar to post, from department to department, to spend his hard-earned money to build one house of his dreams?
That I want to ask Deepak because
no.
it's more on the ground.
Time,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
I'll reason out on that and tell you why.
Now, why the government is doing it?
No. Why this process is going in a negative manner? Now, one is you had 15th June 2000, now 20th February 2014. New data before government came with this legislation amendment to the code, the least government could have done is got this bounced off the Comunidade bodies.
The stakeholders.
There is a provision under 652 of the code to go to a Comunidade convention and get some matters discussed over the general body of the entire Comunidade. Such matters, I think, are paramount to be discussed because it affects the entire demography and the entire basic civil and legal structure of the state.
I just want to interrupt you here.
I would also
Yeah.
like to add a little bit political twist.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. Yes.
It looks like this 2 years window period is to fall into 2027. So for 2 years we'll go and the next elections will come. So
Okay.
it looks like they are not bothered about anything. For 2 years they are giving you.
Deepak,
go and apply.
let's make it political. See,
Speculation-
maka ek
on
issue
the
was.
speculative part, I will go first.
Political, but it's
end.
not speculative.
No,
Political part.
political, speculative will come later. But I am talking the basic flaw in how you operate this.
Because the
You don't
owner,
have
I was
data.
going to say that Comunidade
you
is not the
don't-
owner. I mean,
no.
government is not the owner of the land, is it?
Government is not the owner
Then-
of the land. And when Dr. was speaking, he said illegal. And the government is not talking about illegal.
talking
Government is talking about unauthorized. Unauthorized is something which can
Different.
be legalized.
It can be authorized.
But here we are talking about patently illegal.
It's illegal.
There
My
are
point.
two
Illegal, right?
There are two violations, Glenn. One violation is, the first violation is, it is basically an encroachment.
Correct.
And the second violation is that you have not adhered to the laws of the land while building something which needs to be built.
Correct.
Now, having said that, you look at what the government says in that.
No, but how can you adhere to the laws if the land is not yours, yaar?
Yeah. No, just give me. I'll tell you. look at what the government says in the government says in the
Law, bill.
in the bill
Now it's a
that which is a law, of course, now, and I will verbatim read a few points for you. That notwithstanding anything and all, whatever, blah blah blah, they said notwithstanding anything contained in the code or all that, this will override contained is what. Notwithstanding anything contained in the code, the Goa Land Revenue Code, the Goa Town Planning Act, Goa Land Regulation and Building Construction Act, Goa Municipalities Act, Goa Panchayat Raj Act, the City of Corporation Act. This will not, and at such rate that the government will describe that this such encroached land may be regularized by such officer and whatever.
Yeah, basically
So-
it is not only unauthorized but illegal also.
Yes, sir. So now,
Yeah,
wait,
but-
I'm coming, and give me now a little. Now
2 minutes, because we are going
government,
to run out of time.
No. Government is making this averment in the
How can they? Is
body
it
of
legal?
the bill that this regularization will override all these acts.
Everything. It overrides everything.
Now,
what IPA कितने थे?
No, no.
IPB, Investment Promotion Board.
It is
No,
like
I
that.
will
It is
come
like
to
that. It is like that.
You know, now you look at this particular. I will read also verbatim. I am not making any suo moto.
Same it is.
No.
Almost the same.
What is that?
That it overrides every
You
other
don't
law.
know- you don't
Regularization,
know.
no.
No, not regularization. I will read. In the High Court of Goa, Bombay High Court, the
39.
judgment dated 6 March 2025, where these illegal constructions.
17-2.
Not 17.2. 17.2 is town planning.
Okay.
This is the judgment on the illegal constructions, the same matter which
okay.
this
Why
bill
this-
has come.
yeah, okay.
So I'll read
Government.
what the division bench, Justice Bharat Deshpande.
What is the order?
Said. No, not the order. See the averment, no? The learned Advocate General and amicus curiae Vittal Naik made a detailed submission of the entire legal framework which governs, controls and regulates the construction of building structures, etc., and strenuously pointed out that illegal constructions in the state of Goa are mushrooming. Such constructions are not only against all statutory provisions but have become a major hazard to the public as well as the environment. They submitted that such illegal constructions are highly detrimental to the environment and development of the state of Goa. At para 2 of this judgment dated 6th of March.
I need to stop you. I need to stop you. I need to stop you.
Correct. Now, this is the law.
Correct.
So that judgment stands overridden by this law.
Okay. Now wait. One second. Let me stop both of you. Let me stop both of you. We've got the idea. We got the judgment. Fine. Fair enough. Deepak Bab, elections are in 1.5 years. ये कशे effect जावपाचे आहात? तू आता तू मांद्रे चुलोय. Forget about anywhere else. मांद्रे चुलोय. तू आता कालापुरा हुई वचन पळय मरे कितें म्हणजे आमी सगळे वयता ते our own land. We cannot afford to buy one flat. आमी हे गव्हर्नमेंट लँड हुबा मरे कोमने वचन घर बांदपाचें कितें
पळय तूं म्हटलें मांद्र्या पुरतो उलय. आय एम कमिंग फ्रॉम मांद्रे विच इज
करेक्ट
कनेक्टेड विथ पेडणे तालुका. आयच्या घडीक जर आमी पळोवपाक गेलें जाल्यार आफ्टर मायनिंग रियल इस्टेट बूम्ड इन गोवा.
Really, Goa is the place for real estate.
आणि आमी जर पळोवपाक गेले जर आमी सगळे डिबेटीन आमी फॅक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स आमी मांडू शकता पण रियलिटी जशें तुमी म्हटलें की एज अ लेमॅन रियलिटी ऑन ग्राउंड कितें आसा
What is it?
जाल्यार हीच घरां जी बांदल्या पळय जनरेशन्स टू जनरेशन्स ही थंयसरली लोकल बॉडी पंचायत आसता तेंचो चॅक आसता ह्या सगळ्या गोश्टींचेर. मागीर ती मुळान इल्लिगल कित्याक जातात कारण थंय देर इज नो सिंगल विंडो सिस्टम. आमी जेन्ना विंडो सिस्टमाचेर उलयता तेन्ना देर शूड हॅव बीन अ सिंगल विंडो सिस्टम जे हितूनसून तांकां प्रॉपरली तांकां पंचायत आसा तांकां TCP डिपार्टमेंट आहा तेंची फायल मूव करून तांकां ऑथोरायज तांकां कन्स्ट्रक्शन करपाक मेळटलें लिगल कन्स्ट्रक्शन करपाक मेळटलें जें आजून पर्यंत जायना कारण तेंची फायल बिचारांची थंयच शिरकता कारण रियल इस्टेट लॉबी जी गोंयांत येदी व्हडली आसा ती गोंयकारांक थंय पळोवनूच घेयनात कोण. तो बिचारो आपलो बारीक फायल घेवन नासता खंयच्या डिपार्टमेंटान एक खबर
फायलांक गो थ्रू.
इट इज द सेम थिंग जस्ट लायक विराज बाबांनी म्हटलें की नेम्स हॅव बीन चेंज्ड. आमी डेलीचे न्यूज पेपर काडले जाल्यार नांवां चेंज जायत आसतात आनी ती नांवां वाचल्या नंतर दिसता की ते खरे ओरिजिनल गोंयकार न्हू ते गोंया भायले लोक म्हणून कळटा नांवाचेर सरनेमाचेर गोंयकार डिफायन जाता आनी तेचेर कळटा की हे केदे मोठे मास केलीचेर हे सगळ्याचो नांवाचो जो बदल जाला हो कित्याक लागून हो फक्त जमिनी हडप करपाच्या दृश्टिकोनासून जाला आनी ताका लागूनच ह्यो ज्यो असल्यो समस्या ह्यो गोंयांत निर्माण जाता. स्पेशली पेडण्यान जर आमी पळोवपाक गेले जाल्यार पेडण्यान ह्यो केसीस वाडत आसा
खूब आसा.
आतां तुमी उलयले आमकां कोमलीदाद आसात आमचे कडेन कोमलीदाद जरी नासले पेडण्यान तर आमचे कडेन आल्वारा आसा आफ्रामेंत आसा मोकाशे आसा मोकाशे 70 येयले आमचे कडेन आमी ताका आल्वारा किंवा आमी ताका आफ्रामेंत म्हणून हें करता संबोधीत करता. हे जमनी 99 इयर्स सोंपले जेंचे कडेन ह्यो जनरेशन्स टू जनरेशन ज्यो जमनी आसल्यो
हे गोंयकार
आनी हांकां ज्यो आतां परत दिवपाच्यो आसल्यो विथ सम कंडिशन्स ती तांकां आजून घेवपाक मेळना तेचेर सरकार तांकां क्लियरिटी दिना कितें आसात ऑर एल्स दुसऱ्या बाजून आमी पळोवपाक गेले जाल्यार ह्योच जमनी वेगवेगळ्या भायल्या कंपनीक विकपाक काडल्यात. कशें शक्य आसा हें आनी आमी सगळे गोंयकार हे मुखाटपणे आमी हें पळयतात उगड्या दोळ्यान हें पळयतात. जशें कोमुनिदादच्या बाबतींत जाला तशेंच पेडण्यान हे आल्वार आफ्रामेदाच्या बाबतींत हें घडत आसा.
सो इट इज नॉट ओनली कोमनीदाद.
इट इज नॉट ओनली कोमनीदाद.
ओके. सो आल्वारो एंड मोकाशो कोणाची जमनी आतां
गव्हर्मेंटाची जमनी पोर्चुगीज टायमाचेर त्यो कल्टिवेट करपाक हे गोंयकारांक दिल्ल्यो.
ओके. Revenue was being collected by
काही लोकांनी भरलो नासतात काही लोक अजूनही भरतात पण ते भरतात तांकां तरी बाबा क्लियरिटी आसपाक जाय. तो 4 म्हणून भरताले तांकां क्लियरिटी आसपाक जाय न्हू बाबा तुका कितली जमीन मेळटली तुजी 40% मेळटली 60% मेळटली गव्हर्मेंट वील टेक बॅक अगेन 60% गव्हर्मेंट घेतली हेचेर कांयच ना कोणाक कांयच पडलेलें ना.
Okay, Viraj Bab, now this is an issue. This is exactly what we are trying to hit at. Lot of people are changing names for this reason. Lot of this issue is happening because they go to I don't know. I have seen that they go to even graveyards, take the names and all, and a lot of people from the north and all are coming and they've taken Catholic names, Hindu names, local names. I have seen. I am aware of so many of these cases. What is the issue? Is this we are going to debate the full time only on this, or do we debate something else on this? Because this is something I think needs one like time to debate. But land, see Goa is not only Goans. Goa is land. And if we have so much of land, like you see, look at the projects, like 15 acres settlements are happening in Reis Magus, in everywhere. What is the scene? According to you, as an analyst, as a Goan. And South Goa is supposed to be the bastion of North Goa, South Goa. Dotor Klafas Bab also is there in you there, but South Goa also sogle ata South Goa cholle mare. Ata North Goa konangu jago na. Naka sogle South ano ida mar sogle de. Ikine cholla.
Goa is the hotspot for real estate activity. Yes. Now,
is this a purely my point again? Is this is like changing the thing now? Deepak has brought in some other issue. We were talking about regularization of land, but he's brought in Alvara and Mokaso, which is broadened the full discussion. Is this something that makes sense or no? Or it is besides vote bank, it is
there
money.
Is Alvara and Mokaso.
Yeah, it is there. It's there.
No. But is there clarity on that?
Yes,
there is no clarity.
It's there.
There is no clarity.
Okay.
Because
Alvara
and Mokaso could have been dealt under the land revenue code in a totally different manner. I think Dr. Cleopat will agree that Alvara and Mokaso lands, there is a clear guidelines on this.
Code of conduct is very clear. Yes. Why is it they have brought this thing? Now tell me one thing.
No, these were grants. No. Please
grant. We are aware.
If
Goa is aware of what are they.
If Deepak Bag is talking about Alvara and Mokaso,
you see, there is a problem there also.
No. There is a problem because government has not given the follow-up work on these lands, which were old grants.
Agreed.
Now, we are talking about old grants, which he probably refers as genuine, legitimate grants, which needed to be given its final successive ownership ending. Or type of ownership, whether it's class 1, class 2, whatever. But now we are digressing from a grant which needs to be regularized in current terms and made it current to 372B and regularization of Act 2016 section.
It's connected. I'll tell you why it's connected. Whether you want, it's connected. Whether it is Alvaro, whether it is Mokaso, as per 400 square meters only goes to that person. Rest of it goes back to the government. Understand? It's a government land. Let's go. Now, Viraj Babu, my point is not that. My point is that, see, real estate is fine. Now, everybody is talking about money. Real estate, poche. What about the political scenario? Demography, tu aata Sankwal, kile 200-300 flat, Resh Magush, Virendran, all these guys, no, Congress wale, they have supported initially. They bahar patele. What is going to happen to that? What is going to happen to that? Political and money. What is the scene? According to you, I'm not talking, I'm talking about figures, as an analyst, what is political analyst? How will it change the full democracy of politics?
No, that is true. So, if
money and the numbers.
See, one is if you look at the current real estate scenario, North Goa, the prices are very sky high.
It dropped. Asangam 80,000 from 1.2.
So Goans were not able to afford it. Now
80,000 Goans can afford.
Now the rates had increased to such an extent that even outsiders were not able to afford it. So there is a small shift might be happening from Asagaon, but a lot of people are shifting to South Goa.
My point is not that. That's not my point. There are 2 points. One is money. Is this money, these huge amounts, everybody talks now. Deepak Bag is an out and out politician. So is Tulio. He may be an architect, but out and out politician. He stood for elections and all that. Now, what are the criteria, what is the masala to make the political win or lose? It's money and people, captive vote bank. So, is this for that? Because it's huge amounts of money for every conversion, everything is like crores, not 100 rupees and all kinds of things. Poishe, ek construction license, 5 koti, 10 koti, where it goes, who it goes, tum ka eta, mam ka eta na, government ka goitati. Second thing is people. Now we have 20,000 people per constituency. Tu 3,000 captive wa chiklo martu. Why? Because Goans, there are 5 people voting for 5 different Goans. So you win by how many votes? 1,000 votes. So it's Chief CM, I think, is won by 300 votes, 400 votes. 600. So that is what I'm saying. So this is what I want from you. No, how much of an impact will it have? Money, huge money, and people. And Goans are being very stupid, I think, because they are going to get swamped there.
See, new people coming and staying in a constituency of course will have an impact. Now if it's a mega project or a bulk construction wherein say 500 flats are there, if you consider around 3 votes on an average, that goes to around 1000, so that can change. Also you have to consider in places like Salset, lot of Goan population is migrating, so there is a double impact. Yeah, a lot of places, so there's a double impact because the Goan population is going down and the outsiders will increase.
Will it have an impact? My point is very clear.
Of course,
and how big an impact will it have? Now, are we going to get the first surname of outside surname MLA in Goa this time? Now I can't know, but I'm asking. Viraj Baba, last time election time we were very correct now. This whatever we've done.
This time we might actually have
survey kuru na, but I'm just saying
we might actually have, but then he can always change his name. So
this fellow won't change his name. Who I'm talking about? I'm sorry. I'll bring you back.
Actually, this change of village demography has been on the table for at least past, say, 15 to 20 years.
Slowly.
People have been talking about it.
Yes.
Now, 2-3 things happen there. One is the density of people in one area that we are not considering. In one area, how much maximum people can be accommodated?
Carrying capacity.
One, carrying capacity.
Yeah. I need to go in for a small break. I need to go in for a small break. Okay. Now, this is something that is very important. Carrying capacity is also important, infrastructure. But like political wise, we need to discuss a little further. I need to go in for a small break on this. Now, this has been interesting. We've been live. Assembly session has been live. Now, before the break, I think we could only discuss this, which is, I don't want to do that. I don't want to discuss only this because a lot of other things that happened in the assembly. Anyway, I am Glenn Costa for Story Behind the Story. Keep watching.